Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Today also Allah gave us life to continue our classes again after about 5 days break. We're going to continue with maths now. Our last video was on fractions, so we're going to continue on fractions. We'll finish fraction, we'll go into percentages, and we go into proportion, and we go into ratio. Okay, all these four topics are linked. Fractions is linked to decimal, is linked to percentage, is linked to proportion. Okay, they are all linked, and I've demonstrated in one of my classes here how they are all linked. Okay, so fractions continue. Fractions continue. Fractions. Okay, is it L12? Lesson 12 or? Can't remember. No, it's not lesson 12. Lesson 4 in maths. Maths. Okay, fractions. Now, we have done a lot on fractions, additions and or subtractions, and converting fractions from mix to improper, proper into mix, and vice versa. So we're going to continue now, multiplication and division. Yes, multiplication on fraction is the easiest. But remember, in most cases, what you call again? Don't interrupt, please. When they give it to you, they will going to give you most of the times in word form. Okay, like what we did yesterday, but not in the camera. Okay, simple multiplication is the simplest part of it. Yeah, multiplication of fraction is the simplest. Example is, let's give you this: 3/4 times 8/7 times 21/9. Okay, let's say 3 ones first. Yes. Okay, this is the simplest one. Yes. They can make it difficult by putting division, yes? But we haven't done division yet. Now, if you look at this, two ways to do it. If you are not very familiar with how to cross this, you can just say this is the same thing as 3 times 8 times 21. The top part of it, you multiply the top and then divide by the bottom, because everything is been divided, yes? And there's multiplication between them. 4 times 7 times 9. Okay, why I did this? Because I see some people when they cancel, okay, they left with something that they didn't know that is dividing again. Okay, so they will forget that number. Okay, now you can multiply all in down, yeah? But that will, if it is non-calculator exam, that will be very big. Since everything up is being divided by everything down, then they can cancel. Down can cancel up in it. So you can say 4 can go into 4, 1. Always put that there. Okay, you come to realize why. Because we have to monitor what is left down and what is left up. 4 can go into 8 how many times? Twice. Okay. What can go? 7 can go into 21 how many times? 3 times. What can go? 3 can go into 3, 1. 3 can go into this, 3 times in it. So, what is left?
3 on the bottom.
3 in the bottom, yes, can go into 3, 1, can go into this 3. How many times? 1. Now, what are we left with? At the top, we are left with 2 times 2 times 1 in it. That is 2. Down, we are left with 1 time, which is 1. And that's your answer is equal to 2. Okay? That is simple. That is simple. Okay. Now, let's say we have 3/4 plus 3/8 times 16/11 times 22/4. Let's say this is what you have. Okay? Now, what would you do? How would you do this? Remember, we learn about bit mass, isn't it? Bit, we learn about bit mass. Okay, which says that you must deal with bracket. Can you take a minute away, please? You must deal with brackets, you must deal with indices, then division, then multiplication, then addition, then subtraction, okay? So wherever you have this, you must be deal in this bit mass order to give the right address. So don't just jump and start multiplying or start adding, no. You must, first of all, deal with multiplication, because in this bit math principle, multiplication comes first before addition. So basically, you must deal with that first. You get me? Before you can add 3/4 in it. So down it, you will say 3/4 plus in your bracket, okay, 3/8 times 16/11 times 22/4. Okay? If you want, you can straight away cancel here. 8 into 8, 1, 8 into 16, 2 times, isn't it? 11 into 11, 1, 11 into 22, 2 times. 2 can go into 2, 1, 2 can go into 2. These 2 can go into 2, can go into 1. So basically you are left with what? 3/4 plus
Plus 3/1.
You are left with 3 times 1 times 1, isn't it? 3/1 is equal to 3. So your answer is 3 and 3/4. You don't need any addition in it, because this is the only whole number. You get it? Yes. This is multiplication, but for the exam, for it to come directly like this, it may be one question they can throw for a C. Those who want, they want them to get C. Okay? Can I have the tissue? Let me run this, please. Let's start again, yes. In fractions, how do you know you are dealing with multiplication? When you have the sign of. Okay? So of is equal to multiplication. Because if they said, what is 3/4 of 200 kilogram? Okay? So that means 3/4 times 200. You can put over 1, as we say in Africa. 4 into 200, how many times?
50.
50 times. Okay? That is equal to 150 grams. Okay? So in some other way, they said a cyclist traveled 60 miles, okay, or kilometers, okay, miles or kilometers, okay, kilometers, yes. So in 1/6, he traveled by bicycle, okay, to 2/5, he traveled by car. The rest he traveled by air. How much? What is the distance he traveled by air? Do you get it? Now, this involves all. Before we do anything first, yeah? It may not involve this one. But if somebody tell you, okay, somebody travel a distance, you don't know, X kilometers. You don't know how much travel. Okay? Now, half of the journey, that will be an easy one, yes? Half of the journey he walk. Okay? The other half he bicycle. Do you get it? The distance he bicycle was 20, sorry. The distance he did by bicycle was 10 kilometers. What is the total journey? Okay? And what the distance he walked? Okay? Half he did by walking, okay? And half He did buy
Wait.
bike, yes. Okay, now simply we can see. If half is 10 kilometers, what will be the other half? 10 kilometers, isn't it? Yes. Okay? But I make it simple like that so that you can understand. Yes, eh? So then the whole journey will be how much? 20 kilometers, isn't it? Okay. Whole journey, 20 kilometers. Now, assume I made this 2/3, 2/5. This is the balance. I didn't say anything. This is the balance. And that balance is 10 kilometers. Okay? Then basically you know that the whole journey will be one is it? 5/5. Okay? The balance will be 5/5 minus 2/5, which is 3/5. Do you get it? So basically, we can use proportion. If 2/5 is equal to 10, what is 3/5? In it? Okay. Therefore, we can use it. But that will be long and complex. But we know the 3/5 of the whole journey, which is x, we don't know, is equal to how many kilometers? 10 kilometers. You get it? So this is what I want to get at. How to solve this quickly. Okay? But algebra, in common language, it tells you 3/5 of a number is equal to 10. You understand? Mathematically means 3/5x is equal to 10 kilometers. X is the variable, x is the unknown, okay? And s is the total journey. Because 3/5 of that journey is equal bicycle was 10 kilometers. You understand? Now, two ways to do this mathematically. In Africa, we always say cross multiply. When you have meaning if you have a fraction on one side and a number on another side, be careful. If there's a normal number here, then you can't do this cross multiply. If there's 1 here, or 1 plus 3/5x, you can't do cross multiply unless you move this over the equal sign. And at least you have a fraction on one side, another number on the fraction, maybe a fraction, whatever. You understand? Let's say you have 2/3x is equal to 1/2. They say you cross multiply. Do you get it? Okay, you are going to say, you are going to multiply the x first, the unknown first. 2x times x will be 4x, isn't it? Yeah. Then 3 times 2 is 3. This is how we get it, isn't it? Okay? If there is a number, you have to sort that one out. Okay? 2 plus 2/3x is equal to 12. You have to move this over equal to 14. 10 years. You have to move this over equal sign first before you can do cross multiplication. Since this is minus, you want to get rid of the minus. So you move this over the equal, so it becomes 2/3x in it. And you move this over the equal sign, it becomes minus in it. So you go 2 minus 10. You get it? Remember, the minus is for this, not for that one. So you're going to minus 8 is equal to 2/3x. Then you can sort this out, okay? This is not algebra. We don't need algebra now. But I just tell you what supposed to do is. So mathematically, this means 3x/5 is equal to 10. When you cross multiply, you're going to get 3x is equal to 50, and 3x is equal to 50 divided by 3, okay? So x is equal to that, in this case. The only alternative is saying 3/5x is equal to 10. You want to get rid of the fraction. Then we multiply this side by 5, multiply that side by 5. You are doing the same thing, in it. So when 5 cancel 5, you are going to have only 3x here is equal to 50. We come back to what our x is. Okay? Now that's what I want to explain to you first. That's what we are going to apply here. All this explanation of this question, because hardly they will give a direct multiplication fraction. They're going to put it in a word. Or if you are lucky, they can put it in that way. but they may put on some, because this is not grade 6, this is GCSE. So they have to put some spice in it. Yeah. So there you are. Yeah. So now here, we don't know how much he traveled, how much of the journey. Remember, what fraction of the journey? Look here, guys. What fraction of the journey he did by air? That's what we want to find out. Yes, to know that we have to, because fraction is always out of a one hole. That's why I defined fraction in the beginning. Fraction is out of a hole, one hole, isn't it? Okay. We want to add this, okay, and subtract it from the one hole. The one hole will always be equal to the total denominator. Okay? 30 minutes already. 1/6 plus 2/3 total journey he traveled first. The LCM is 30 minutes. What did I tell you? What did I teach you the other time? You cross multiply. That's what I said, isn't it? Yeah, you cross multiply. 5 times 6 is 30. You cross multiply. 6 times 2, 18 plus 5.
Don't you only cross multiply when it's equal sign in between?
No, this is when you are solving fraction. You are solving fraction. There's another way of working fraction. By doing that, if you see, we will come back to the same thing again. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. 6 into this. 5. 5 times 1. 5 into 30. 6 times 2. 12. So this is how much? 17/30. Remember, I said the whole journey will be this one in it. So we're going to say 30/30, which is one whole. The whole of journey, because fraction is out of one whole, minus 17/30 is the balance of the journey in it. That will be 13/30. So basically, this journey is 13/30. Although it look odd, but that's it. Now, if we want to know how much he actually traveled by air, we are going to say 13/30 times 60 in it. Because the whole journey is 60 kilometers in it. That will be how much? Quickly, mathematics, quickly. 0 cancel 0. 3 into this is 2. That is 26 kilometers. Now, I want to add more spice. Let's say we don't know that. We don't know how many kilometers, yes? But we know this is 26 kilometers. Okay? Did you see my trick? We don't know what the journey was. How long the journey was. We don't know how much he actually traveled by, but we know the fraction he traveled. We don't know how much he traveled by car, but we know the fraction he traveled. We know the fraction he traveled, we know the journey, but we don't know the total journey in it. Okay, this will come like if somebody went to the market with money to buy some stuff. Okay, they said he spent 2/3 on food, 1/6 on dresses, 1/8 on transport, and the amount of money spent on transport is 60 pounds. How much he went to the market with, and how much is he spent on the other stuff, yes? Yes, they won't give you the actual amount you went to the market with, but they expect you to walk through the fraction in it. That's why we say word problem is likely a scenario to be in the exams for GCSE. Now, look at this one. Okay, look at this one. We don't know x. Then if you know x, we can directly multiply that by the amount. Then we can know how much traveled by any of these, yes? But we know that one. So we are going to say 13/30 of the journey, which is x, was 26 kilometers. That is where my expression comes now. You get me? 13/30, okay, x is equal to 26. What is x? Like I said, we can cross multiply in it. If you don't know the cross multiply, whatever you know in your school, you can do that way. Multiply each side by 30 in it. Basically, you are doing the same thing. So 13x is equal to 6 times 26 times 52 and 78, 780.
Yeah.
Okay? Then x alone, that's what we are trying to find, a variable, is 780 divided by 30. 0 cancel 0. How much?
So,
26.
Sorry, this is 0, 0. It's not. Yeah, it's 0, 0. Is it? Yeah, it's 0, 0.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because 6 times 30 is 180.
Oh, is it?
20 times
No. It says 718 it.
Yeah.
Yes. Divide by 13. It's not 30. Divide by?
Yeah, it's 780 because 20 times 30 is 600.
Yeah. Divide by 13, yes. Yes. 13 into 78, how many times? 6 times, isn't it? 600.
No, 600.
Yeah, 60. Sorry, 60. 60. So our x total journey is equal to 60. Isn't that what we got the first instant? Yes. So you do see how multiplication is? Okay? How multiplication is done. In another scenario, they can give you a bill. Somebody went to the market. Okay, 2/5, 1/5. I want to make it 1/3. Okay, change.
What about 1/10 and 1/15?
1/5, 2/5, 1/5. Okay, so this is what he spent on food, transport, and clothes, and books. Okay, first of all, how much did he spend first? He spent one whole here, in it. If you add all this, in it. Yes. So let's say what he spent on books was 30 pounds. 30 pounds. How much did he went to the market with? How much did he go to the market with? What do you think?
I think yeah, you do the LCM of all of them, which is 15. LCM of all of them, which is 15. Add them all together. And subtract it from 15 over 15. and then that's the percentage of that's the fraction of the amount of books. And you can just multiply and find it.
Remember also this, they can be more nasty and put 20%. Yes?
Yeah.
They can be nasty and put 20%. That means you have to convert this into? Fraction is 20%. If you want to convert 20%, you divide by?
100.
We have to 1/5. You get it?
Yeah.
So if you want to find actually how much he's spent on the one we know, the ones we know, we are going to say 2/5. Okay? Let me do that on the side here. Folks, probably you don't have much time. 2/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/3. Is it? The LCM is 15. 5 into 15, 3 times 2, 6. 5 into 15, 1, 3, plus 5. Okay? How much is that? That's 14/15. Therefore, you assume that the whole amount he went was 15/15. Now, the amount he spent is 14/15, which is equal to 1/15. So basically, the amount spent on books was 1/15. But we don't know how much he actually went to the market with, yes? X pounds. He went to market with X pound, innit? Yeah. But we know 1/15 times that whole amount he went to market gave him 30 pounds. Now our mathematics come. You get me? To get rid of the fraction, we multiply both sides by 15. Okay? The 15 will cancel the 15. So we cross multiply. The other way is cross multiply. 15 we cancel the 15, and we have only x on this side, because 1 times x is equal to 450 pounds. This man is a rich man. He went to the market with 450 pounds. Yes. This is my brother. Yeah. My brother went to the market with this big amount of money. Okay. So this is how these things can come. Okay. And I see in some they bring a flour, how to make pancake. You know, you need 2/3 of sugar, 3 over that. Okay. To make pancake, yes. 1/5 sugar. Okay. 1/8. 1/7 flour. Okay. 2/5 milk. Okay. And then 1/3, yes. And then 1/6 egg. Okay. That can make 60 cakes. 60 cakes. That can make 60 cakes, yes. So if you want 45 eggs, 45 cakes, how much of each? If you want 45 cakes, how much of each?
You have to find the amount for one.
Hmm?
Find the amount for one, then times it by 45.
Yes, for each of them.
Yeah.
Okay? So for each cake, you need how many of sugar? 1/5 gram of sugar, yes?
So you need to add everything together.
Yes.
About 55.
Yes, 1/45. Yes?
No. 45 over 1.
K is equal to 60 kilogram. Okay? So 45 will be how much?
Kilogram.
Kilogram, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, cakes, not kilogram, cakes. You got me, yes, cakes. Cakes. This will involve mathematics in it. This will involve division in it. 1/5 grams of a gram, yes? So what do you need for 45 grams? So when we do proportion, I'll see it. Me, what I always do is, the one you are looking for, always go up. Okay? And like over like, cake over like, division over division. Number over number, cake over cake. So the one you don't know is 45 grams. That goes up and 60 comes down. Okay? And times 1/5 in it. Okay? 1/5 over 1. Sorry, 1/5. We get 0.2. Eh? Over 1. Okay? Yes. Okay? So 0.2 times this is 9/60. So you need 9/60 kilogram of sugar. 9/60 kilogram of sugar. Okay? Am I quick to clean this? So don't assume that this is fraction, so I know everything. Yesterday we have seen some very luxurious questions, okay? Now division. I hope you can do the others today. Quickly, division, yes? Division is even more complicated, yes? Division, there's a word you have to know called the reciprocal. Now I always say to Zahra, if they said convert 2/5 into decimal, this means 2 divided by 5, yes? So 2 divided by 5 is eating as this. Not this, not 2 into 5. 2 into 5 will be a whole number, and that will not be a fraction. Okay? So that's how you convert. 5 cannot go into 2, so 0, put a decimal point, you add 0. 5 into 4, 5 into 20, 4 times 5, 20. So 5/2 in decimal is 0.4. Okay? Very simple. Okay. Reciprocal means the opposite. So the reciprocal of 2 is equal to 1/2. The reciprocal of 2/3 will be 3/2. What is down, go up. What is up, comes down. The reciprocal of 5 over 3 is equal to 3 over 5. This is what we mean by reciprocal. Okay? So when you are doing division in fractions, you should always remember the word reciprocal. Okay? So if I tell you 5 over 8 divide by 10 over 4. Okay? Remember the word reciprocal. And the one you reciprocate, okay? Do you know the English meaning of reciprocate?
Switch around.
No? What's the meaning of reciprocate? To revenge. Somebody hit you, you hit back. Okay? You reciprocate. Okay? Now the one you find the reciprocal is the number after the division sign. Okay? Not this one. Don't consider 8 over 5 times 10 over 4. This is wrong. The one which is dividing is 10 over 4. 5 over 5 is the top. It's the denominator. This is the one which is dividing it. So this numerator, numerator, denominator. So that's the one you should change. So this will be 5 over 8 times 4 over 10.
So when you reciprocate, the sign changes every time?
Exactly, time. Once you reciprocate, the sign must change to times. Thank you for remembering, I mentioned that, yes. Okay? So now we can do our old division. Yes, 5 goes into 5, 1.
10 2 times.
5 into 10. 4 can go into 4.
1 times.
4 can go into 8.
2 times.
What I left up with? 1 over. Down here I left with 2 times 2 is 4. At the top, 1 times 1. Down 2 times 2, which is equal to 4. This is all what you know about division. Even if they just give us a complex one, okay? 2 over 5 times 3 over 8 divided by 4 over 15. Okay? Here, we have to apply our board mass. Which one comes first? Division comes first, isn't it? So we must tackle that first, yes? So let's go to 2 over 5 times our 3 over 8. The only one we can reciprocating is 4 over 15 because that's one after the division sign, isn't it? So that is 15 over 4. Got it? Now we can do our cancelling. Okay? We can say 5 can go into 15 how many times? 3 times. 2 can go into this 4 times. So top you are left with 3 times 3, 9. At the bottom you are left 4 times 4, 16. This is all what we have to know about. So we have seen how we do division when we do those type of stuff before need multiplication. Okay. Now let's say you have seen a complicated one. 2 over 5 plus 3 over 2 minus 4 over 8 times 3 over 12 times 6 over 9 divided by 8 over 21. So, folks, look at this. What would you do? We have to apply bit mass. Okay? In Africa, we call it board mass. Okay? We call it board mass. Bracket of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction, the same thing. So bracket will also come. In the exam, the examiner can put the bracket here. Do you have a choice? Which one you do first? No, you have to do the bracket first. Yes. So let's do in that case. If there was no bracket, we are going to follow the board mass in it. We are going to do the division first, and then the multiplication, and then the addition, then the subtraction in it. Yes. But since we have a bracket, we have to deal with the bracket first. So now when we do the bracket, we have to apply our board mass in it. Yes, we have to apply our board mass. In that one, this one comes first. Yes? And then multiplication, that and this one in it. Or that one and that one in it. Yes? The multiplication will come first and before the addition. So basically, if we put everything together, adding this will be the last part. When we apply bit mass in it, that will be the last part to do because addition comes before all this. But subtraction is the last one. But since the brackets, they are put in the bracket, we put the bracket first, yes? So let's deal with that one.
So then, but you know how division is put before subtraction? Could you do division first then, in the brackets?
No.
Because they both have brackets.
No, I put this bracket there later. The question didn't put the bracket there. That's why it's in blue pen. I was trying to show you. This wasn't there. Okay? I was trying to show you, since we identified that we have to do the subtraction first, then the next one will be the bracket. Follow the principles of board mass. In it. That's right. So this thing was not there. So let's not confuse ourselves for that. So I will tell you that next one you have to deal with will be that one. But these things will come last. The addition will come last in it. So we have to do what is within the parentheses. You get it? Yeah. So the LCM here is 8 in it. 2 into 8 how many times?
4 times.
4 times. 4 times 2. 4 times 3. 6. 8 into 8 how many times? 1. 4. So the answer in this one is what? 2 over 8 in it. Okay. So we have our 2 over 5 plus. Remember, we are dealing with what's inside. Yes, we put our times 3 over 12 here. Yes. Then we deal with our that one in it. LCM is what?
Reciprocal.
Oh, reciprocal. Oh, you are right. Yes. So this is 6 over 9 times 21 over 8 in it. Yes. What can go? 2 can go 3 times. 2 can go 4 times. Yes. 3 can go 3 times. Yes. 3 can go to here 7 times. So the answer here is 7 over 4 in it. Yes. So multiply 7 over 4. Now we have to solve the multiplications first in it. Yes. So 2 over 8 times 3 over 12 times 7 over 4. What can cancel?
4 can go. 2 can go to 4.
2 can go into
4 and 3 can go to 12.
3 can go into 12. 1 into 4. So that's what you are left with, isn't it? Yes. So our left is 7 over what? 64.
No.
Yeah, 2 times 4. 8 times, yes. So basically, your end result is this. 7 over 64. The LCM is, that's a big number. Can we can we make this 2 over 8, yeah? All right. Can we make 2 over 8, yes? Don't want to do a big one. So the LCM is 64 in it. 8 into 64, 8 times that is 16 plus 7. That is 23 over 64. That is our answer. If we do it different from board math, we are going to get a different answer. You get that one? Yeah. Okay, so that completes our fraction. Now as we do more questions, we'll see how they manipulate fractions in a question. We will do more about that. Okay. Yesterday the question we saw is he left 7 over 8 of the balance of food in the kitchen, yes? 7 over 8 of the balance of food he left in the kitchen, in it. Okay? But he ate what? 4 over 21 of this. He later call it. Okay? His brother ate. Okay? He brother chop this amount. Mustafa, don't interrupt me when I'm doing classes. Don't interrupt me. How is that important to my class? So, very tricky. This guy, he